Good morning and welcome another day to Radio Valley FM.
I'm Joao and with me is Cassandra. Now, we are going to do as all days the question of the day and as yesterday an interview to a teacher. Also, we have a new section that we will discuss the menu of the day. Another section that we will do is a Would You Rather game. Cassandra, please, could you make us a summary of what we have done the other day? Friday?
Candela or me?
Candela.
Then why is it?
You said Cassandra.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, if you remember the other day, we have really interesting sports section. We made an interview to one of our teachers and we make a really funny game. Now we're going to start our program. So we have the menu of the day with Fernando, who's going to say the menu.
Hello, today we have our fabulous lentils, some sausages with ketchup and chips, and fruit.
Thank you, Fernando. Very interesting.
Now, we are going to the question of the day, which is, what would your dream holidays be like? Okay, why don't we start with Fernando?
Well, my dream holidays, in my opinion, they would be in Mexico because everybody that has gone there says that it's a very nice place to go, very calm beaches and that stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Joao, what do you think?
Well, for me, my dream holidays would be going to Japan because it's a place that honestly I want to go since very long time, and it would be principally geek tourism of geek mainly. But I will also go to typical things, to temples, and one place I really want to go is to a city that I don't remember right now the name, but it's a city that it's full of deers, that they are free, that they go to parks, they go to the road, you can and see them, so they are not just like part of the population.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Jorge?
I think that my dream holidays would be in Australia because it's a very beautiful place, and in the ocean I like the ocean with the barrera de coral.
The
I think
Great Barrier Reef.
yes, it's very beautiful.
And you?
No, okay, we are done for now. See you in some time after the ads.
Are you struggling to pass that stupid subject? Do you need some help with the next exam?
We have the best cheat notes of Fernando. We cover everything from S exams to bachelor exams.
Buy two and receive a free German cheat note. Brutal cheat notes. Simply brutal.
Es la leche.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone?
Did you cry watching The Kissing Booth?
Do you want a Marco Diaz or Adriana Greste in your life?
Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home?
Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students.
With this app, you will find your own Noah Flynn. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone?
Did you cry watching The Kissing Booth?
Do you want a Marco Diaz or
I think
Adriana
Joao
Greste in your
has a
life?
fascinating
Do you spend more time
section
in the friend
that
zone
he's
than
going
in
to
your own
interview a
home?
teacher,
Then
aren't you?
download Salupa.
Yes, I'm going to interview Cassandra. If you remember, well, in Friday, as Candela resumed from yesterday, I made an interview to a teacher also the Friday to Javier Lisbona, and now it's the turn of Cassandra. Welcome.
Thank you. Well,
Okay, so there are two main questions that I would always do. That is, well, they are the first one, which is your favorite part of being a teacher?
The students, undoubtedly. It's a very interactive profession, and the best part, which can sometimes also be the worst part, is the students that you get to work with. And especially, I've had the advantage that I get to work with the same students for most of their secondary careers, and it's really fun to watch them develop and grow up.
And the worst? The worst part?
The worst? I don't know. Maybe the hours, because you have to take into account that there's the hours that we're actually in class with you guys, but then there's the hours outside of school that we also put into planning our classes, correcting things, thinking of how to do all the fun things we do. But yeah, maybe the hours.
Okay, now if you could change anything from the school to improve, delete, or create a new thing here in the school to improve it, what would be?
That is a really good question. I have 1,000 ideas for that. The first one that comes to mind is related to the thing I said that right now is maybe the most stressful part would be the timetable. I think that particularly for secondary students, a 9 to 5 timetable is maybe a little too much for them. And so even if we were in class till 5, I might restructure so that we did all of our academics before lunch and then maybe had project time or something else after lunch. So even though we maintained the 9 to 5 timetable, I think that for the good of everybody, that could be restructured.
Okay, and now, okay. Yes, we're finished, Cassandra.
Thank you.
See you after the playground, and thank you for listening to us.
That was nice, thank you.
In it, join us every day in 4th SOD at 10, 12, and 2:30. And if you like it, we can offer you a place here. Please ask your teacher before coming here, as we don't want to get in trouble.
Hey, we're back from the playground, and now we are with the basketball section with Jorge Lavarias,
Hello.
Javier Calvo,
Hi.
and Javier Morales.
Hello. Hey guys, I have some question for you. Jorge, who do you think is going to win the final of basket Spanish league? Real Madrid or Baskonia?
I think that we will win Real Madrid because I think that they have best players. Like, for example, Sergio Yu, Luka Doncic, Felipe Reyes. I think that if they play well, they could win the
Okay. And you, Javi, what do you think about the Golden State Warriors on the NBA?
Warriors have an amazing team. They have 4 amazing players with a great level. And Cleveland only depends on LeBron. So since the first game of the final, I know that Golden State Warriors is going to win. Also, they have the factor that LeBron break his hand in the first game, so he couldn't play good in the third next ones.
Okay. And should LeBron James leave Cleveland this summer?
I think he shouldn't, but also I think that he's going to do it because he wants to win an NBA ring, and since he's in Cleveland, he only won 1 in 5 seasons. So I think he shouldn't do it, but he's gonna do it.
Okay, thank you for
Thank you.
for being here.
Thank you for the information, guys. And now I give the word to Candela, please.
Now we have the weather with Fernando.
Hello, Candela. Let me see through the window. Oh, it seems sunny, so it must be warm. Well, it's June, so it must be warm.
And that's the weather for today. Now we're going to have a few ads, and we're back.
Bored at home during weekends? Don't have any plans on June the 16th? Come to school that day and have fun with many super exciting activities at Open House. Remember, June the 16th in El Valle School. See you at the Open House.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching Monsters Inc? Do you want an Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Kate Beckett. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Okay, we're back. Now, Rodrigo, Elvas, please.
Hello.
So we have a new section with him that is Would You Rather game. That's right?
Yes.
Okay, can you please introduce the questions or?
Well,
say it well?
the idea of this section is doing 3 questions with 2 options each one that have situations that can be or not funny or serious. That is a middle part. So we can start by asking Fernando. Okay, would you rather burning with no hands or burning with no legs?
I think I would live without hands.
Why?
Well, living without legs means no getting anywhere without having someone just behind you, pulling you in a chair.
Yes, but with your arms you could move the chair.
Okay, I'm not sure.
It's a little weird.
I would prefer no hands, but no hands, but
Yes, okay. And then Ruben, this is a question for you. That is only eating fast food or only eating vegan food?
So would I rather only eat fast food or would I rather only eat
Only in your
vegan
life.
food? Go with vegan, of course.
Only vegan.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, for one thing, I really like to stay alive. So being alive is something that I like to celebrate, if possible, every day. So eating fast food, I think, for 3 days in a row would represent some health issues that will probably stay with you for the rest of your life, let alone the rest of your life eating fast food. Whereas vegan food, I don't think there's any damage to your system if you eat vegan food for a long time.
Okay, that's a good reason.
Thanks.
La María, there is a question for you. That this is listen the same song every time when you go to every place in all around, or when you open a door, every time that you open a door, listen to a loud track. To a what?
Log track.
Well, I think I prefer the first one.
Why?
If it's a good song. Yes, but it seems so boring, no? Always the same. Yeah, but I prefer it. Okay. Well, that's all.
Thank you. I loved that section. It was really nice. But we're done for today. Thank you to Marta, our DJ, and see you soon in the next program. Bye.